the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Miami Heat. For the Heat, this is a team that had concerns coming into the season, just like any club, but they've played to their strengths. They've minimized their weaknesses, and they've come together as one complete unit. Some teams fast out of the gate, others not so lucky. Kenny, for the teams that have started slowly, how do they turn the tide?
You know what? About a week ago, I was talking to a friend of mine about this, and I was like, when that happens, you can't panic. The season's just begun. Identify the real problems before you start tinkering on things.
Sometimes a lineup change can help. Things may just have to work themselves out, though.
Time now for tip-off. We get it to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
Introducing the starters for your Atlanta Hawks! At point, 6 feet 7 inches, number 3, Kevin Herter. At the center position, 7 feet, number 14, Dwayne Dedman. At the other guard position, standing 6'5", number 24, Ken Bazemore. Starting at power forward, 6 feet 10 inches, number 20, John Collins. Starting at the other forward position, standing 6'8", number 12, Torian Prince. The head coach for your team. Ladies and gentlemen, your Atlanta Hawks.
Welcome to 2K Sports live Saturday night coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. It's the Miami Heat taking on the Atlanta Hawks. Well, fellas, there's certain to be some disappointment because of the injury to Dion Waiters.
Yeah, Kevin, no more uncertainty about the seriousness of the injury. Well, we only got a preliminary diagnosis after he came out of that previous game, but now they sound sure about it, and hopefully we see him back on the court in less than a month.
Well, it's good to at least have a time frame in mind for when we can expect to see him back.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Wade and Richardson, the 2 wings. Down low, it's Johnson and Whiteside. And it's Dragic in at the 1. Dedman's shot is off. And it's Miami's ball. To the inside. Here's Johnson. Collins grabs the miss. And so Bazemore will bring it up for the Hawks. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season.
Yeah, and the season series between these two, 4 games at all, starting tonight, a chance to stake out an advantage in the division.
Dragic with it. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
Also, you have to mention the rebounding, another area where he excelled.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
Well, Goran Dragic was selected as an alternate for the All-Star game last season, but this Miami Heat team still lacks star power.
Now, here's Bazemore. 14 points from him the last game against Sacramento. Got it. Good job in the low post.
That breaks their string of misses. Now 1 for 5. You can feel their sense of relief.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Lloyd Pierce.
He's tried to remain upbeat about their performance this season, even though they have not played at the level of the elite teams in the league. He said, the effort's been there, we just haven't gotten the results we've been hoping for. They continue to try to find answers, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
For Atlanta, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Prince outside. Bazemore against Wade. Kicks it out to Prince. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go with a 3. That one, no good. And it's Miami the other way. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And really, you'd like to just see more from that inside game offensively. In that one, it didn't happen.
You know, it's not rocket science. When you're cold from the perimeter, you got to pound it inside and at least draw some fouls. Can't convert, but a good opportunity from mid-range. He'll take that every time.
To the middle. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul. Here's Prince. Last game we saw him score 14.
And this is what James Johnson has to do. Make sure you defend, make sure you rebound, whatever this team needs. And I'll tell you, the sooner this quarter can end, the happier he'll be. It's been tough making shots.
In the corner, it's Richardson. Off target with his 3. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Prince against Richardson. It's stolen by Johnson. Wade on the wing. Wide open look. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Wade's got his first points in this one.
Pretty tall point guard. Goran Dragic sees the entire floor. Terrific look.
Here's Bazemore. The step back jumper is good.
They saw what the defense was willing to give up, and they seized that opportunity.
Wade finds Johnson. Outside Dragic. Trains it from beyond the arc. Dragic has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Hawks trail by 5. Pass to Dedmon. Now here's Bazemore. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
A classic 3-and-D guy. Bazemore this time showing his chops from mid-range.
Now here's Dragic. Pass to Wade. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Bazemore. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. The Hawks shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. Herter. He's guarded by Dragic. Prince misses. The Heat leading by 5. And here's Wade. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Whiteside kicks to Dragic. And the layup's good off the glass. Dragic has got 5 now.
And we see this a lot with Goran, using his size and craftiness to finish inside.
Now Bazemore. He has 6. Prince wide open. Off target with his 3.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
The kick out to Dragic. Now the pass to Wade. Down low and stolen by Prince. Inside, here's Bazemore. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, he was undrafted out of Old Dominion. Ken Bazemore has come a long way. Didn't get much run his first few years in the league, but now he's an impact player.
That free throw missing. And Kent Bazemore came into this league being known as a defender, and that's still his calling card.
Bazemore has incredibly long arms that he bothers shooters with. Comes up with a good amount of steals as well.
The Hawks making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. Good on the second free throw. Smitty, in the early part of the schedule, teams with good continuity tend to have an edge. Some teams can't form a any continuity at any time, early or late in the season.
You love those teams, and sometimes we evaluate too much by talent. And yes, talent can take you over the hump and get you a championship or get you into the playoffs. But when you have that team that's been together, when there's 80-90% of the guys returning, you know this team can get off to a good start, and then also they usually can sustain throughout the entire year. And there's where if you get some room, you kind of have to take that shot to keep the defense honest.
Richardson against Anderson. Dragic looking for an opening. Shot clock at 6. Here's Whiteside. Dedmon with the block.
The 7'4" wingspan of Dedmon, hard to get your shot over that.
Herter, he's guarded by Dragic. In close. And it's Dragic with the rebound. Miami leading by 3. Here's Richardson. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Atlanta's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Bazemore against Wade. Now here's Bazemore. He's guarded closely. It's good.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And it's Dragic with the ball for Miami. 3-point lead. And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Well, fans were worried that Kent Bazemore was going to plateau after his big contract. Put those fears to rest last season. Pretty good numbers all around for the Old Dominion grad.
And a new group in for the Heat. Adebayo is checked in for Whiteside. Olynyk comes in for James Johnson. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Richardson. And Ellington is subbed in for Dwayne Wade. Winslow, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And with Bazemore, he's always been a hard worker, so you figured he'd have a bounce-back year.
You don't fight your way onto NBA rosters like Bazemore had to do without a good work ethic. His outside shooting improved a lot last season. Also improved his playmaking.
Here is Anderson. Justice Winslow picking up that last bucket. And Anderson kicks to Dorsey. From downtown, it's hauled in by the Heat. And it's Dragic off the drive. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And Goran Dragic, a slippery lefty out of Slovenia.
At his peak, a phenomenal offensive player. He doesn't hit that peak every season, though. And now in his 30s, we'll see how long he can extend his prime.
One shot.
And Steve Goran Dragic, the most improved player back in 2014. He led Slovenia to a gold medal at the 2017 Eurobasket tournament.
You know, one of the better European players of the last decade. A slashing penetrator, crafty finishing around the rim as well.
Now here's Anderson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Dorsey, that's good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Miami leading by 5. Dragic the pass to Adebayo. Outside Dragic. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
That was strong defense inside, but Goran Dragic in full attack mode.
And Dorsey kicks to Len. Here's Dorsey. He's guarded by Dragic. Anderson against Winslow. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Last season, there weren't a lot of bright spots for the Hawks. Lack of focus on the defensive end all year long. And the offensive end wasn't consistent enough to overcome those defensive struggles.
That free throw good from Anderson. And with the Hawks defense, Smitty, rim protection was a factor in their struggles.
Rookie John Collins was their best rim protector, but he wasn't enough. They made a point to go out and acquire some help in that area. That should go a long way toward turning things around.
Both free throws good from Anderson. The Heat leading by 5. Dragic left side.
He may never lead the league in assist totals, but Dragic is a willing distributor.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Winslow against Anderson. Sweet little floater. Anderson's got 7.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Now here's Dragic. 10 points for him. Ellington with it. Clock at 6. The 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
And no doubt they've been the more efficient team in this first half.
Because they've been patient, they're finding good shots. That's why they've hit a much higher percentage from the floor.
Now here's Len. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Dorsey, that's good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Ellington finds Olynyk. Pulls up. No good from Dragic. The Hawks trail by 6. 1:12 left in the first. Pass to Carter. Rebound by Olynyk. Miami leading by 6. Down low, Adebayo passes to Dragic. He kicks to Ellington. Beyond the arc. The shot that time, not on target. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, and some nights, the starters carry the load, and then there's others when it's about the bench. That night, the bench won out.
Sometimes when you go to your second unit, sometimes the offense can bog down. Not that night.
Whiteside's checked in for Miami. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Back to Carter. 5 to shoot. Lets it fly. The Hawks again can't hit. There's Dragic with the 3. Goran Dragic firing on all cylinders for the Miami Heat. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Dwayne Wade talked about the potential of this team as well as the challenges they face this season.
If we understand our potential, can develop to be a great team in this season. But that's the hardest part, is understanding your potential when you have guys who's never been through it, as a collective group. So that's the biggest challenge, is to understand, okay, we're good, guys. We can win some games, but can we get to the next level of being great?
That's the veteran mindset a player like Wade brings to the group.
Exactly. I mean, he's fully aware of the importance of experience, a true leader for his team.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
And boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through one.
Yeah, their scoring's been on point. They've got the early lead. Always feels good when that happens.
We've got Alex Len. Carter is out there with Anderson. And it's Dorsey in at the 1 spot. So that's the Hawks 5. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Heat. 6-point game. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Heat moving the ball around. Ball stolen. Here's Dorsey, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Prince is checked in for Justin Anderson.
One shot, mind the lanes.
We're always talking, Steve, about versatility. I guess the ultimate example would be guys who can go to either hand equally well.
Yeah, you have those guys. Kyrie Irving stands out for me. Mike Conley being able to finish with both hands. Then there's some bigs around the basket, DeMarcus Cousins and Anthony Davis. John Wall is pretty good. He finishes a lot of times with dunks. So there's a lot of guys that understand that it's great to have that offhand and you can go to it. That's all confidence right there. He knows he's in a groove, and they've got this team on its heels.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Hassan Whiteside continues to develop. Now, Miami coach Eric Spoelstra said it's got nothing to do with his stats. He's going to do that no matter what. It's about making winning plays and caring more about his teammates than he cares about himself. Now he can lead in a different way because he has the respect of the locker room. Kevin?
Terrific, DA. Thank you. Josh Richardson's checked in for Miami. Here is Ellington. And the call will be against Alex Len. That'll be his second foul of the game. Pass to Ellington. Back to Winslow. 6 on the shot clock. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. No good on the shot. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Here's Dorsey. He's got 8. Herter. Ellington defending. Prince against Winslow. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Prince. Prince has got 4 points now in the quarter. Heat have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Olynyk. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
Kicks it to Dorsey. To the paint. Here's Len. And the dunk by Len.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
It looked like a total breakdown to me there. He exploited that hole perfectly and made them pay.
A nice shot by Winslow.
Well, you know, defensively, that's what they're trying to do to Winslow. Turn him into a jump shooter, and he made them pay.
Herter, Ellington defending, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And here's Richardson. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Hornets in Charlotte. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Alex Len picks one up. And Josh Richardson at the University of Tennessee was a pre-med student, plans on becoming a surgeon. But when the NBA became a possibility, he said he had to switch to an easier major.
And instead of spending 4 hours a day studying, he put that time into the gym. A terrific defender in college, was the 2-time All-SEC defensive player. And with the newfound focus on basketball, he has blossomed as a scorer.
And the first one drops. Johnson, he's checked in for Miami. Dwayne Wade comes in for Wayne Ellington. Good on both.
They have plenty of ball handlers and athletes on this Heat's roster. Despite that, they play at a slow pace. That's just the team's MO.
Now here's Bazemore. He's got 9. There's Winslow. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 6th rebound on the night. It's Prince on the wing. Pass to Collins. Herter. Wade is covering. Teardrop shot, and he lays it up and in. Now, offensively, the Heat don't run, but they're not shy about gunning.
They don't run, but they shoot a lot of three-pointers. You need that shot to compete in today's game.
Now here's Winslow. Dedman with the block. Now Prince. Now here's Bazemore. Down low, Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's Wade. 14 points from him the last game against Charlotte. The pass to Winslow. Unloads from 13. Miami no good on that time either. The Hawks leading. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Well, just think what's happening here. He hasn't found his groove, yet they still hold the lead.
Now here's Richardson after Taurean Prince's miss. Richardson with it. 6 points for him. Miami needs to get a shot off. Wade kicks to Whiteside. Now here's Wade. Tight defense on him. Comes up empty down low.
That's one of those where you think you've got it, you relax for just a second, and then you're kicking yourself.
That one goes. Count it. And it's a 3-point Hawks lead.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Passes it to Richardson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Richardson's got 4 points in the quarter. For Atlanta, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And Miami making a change here. Adebayo's checked in. The Hawks working the ball around. Herter, Richardson covering. Herter, and the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Wade, right side. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. It's Prince on the wing, covered by Winslow. Wade against Bazemore. Back to Prince. Just 3 to shoot. The shot, no good. And Miami the other way now. Winslow kicks to Wade. Johnson outside. Winslow against Prince. Now here's Winslow. He's guarded closely. Can't connect from short range.
Tough to cut into a lead when you can't make shots. He's been off all period.
Johnson against Bazemore. Prince outside. Collins kicks to Prince. It's hauled in by the Heat. Well, Eric Spoelstra working his way up through the Heat organization, and I hear eventually interested in moving into the front office someday.
And I would say it will be with the Miami Heat, a very loyal, close-knit organization. His dedication and commitment, second to none.
So it's Atlanta now, following the score by James Johnson. Bazemore against Johnson. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Bazemore's got the lead up to 3 now for Atlanta. And Miami shooting well, 50% from the floor. Richardson dishes to Wade. Inside, stolen by Collins. Herter, Richardson covering. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%. The Heat trail by 5. Here's Wade. Shot, high post. Collins grabs the miss.
Still no rhythm. This may be a time when you want to make the extra pass. Give someone else a chance.
Richardson against Bazemore. Now here's Johnson. He's guarded closely. The baseline J off the mark. Atlanta leading by 5. And stolen by Richardson. Wade outside. Back to Richardson. He kicks it to Winslow. Wade outside. 6 to shoot. And the basket by Johnson.
Timeout.
Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Smitty, you had an unbelievable career. Was there any chance or opportunity that you did not take that you wish you had?
You know, Kevin, is 3 of them. One, I had a chance to be traded to the New York Knicks. I always wondered what it would be like to play in New York. They call that the Mecca. I didn't take that chance. I think second was to get a chance to play overseas at the end of my career. I think those are the 2 things that I wish I had a chance to go back. I would make a different choice.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Dragic.
He's an aggressive competitor. Goran Dragic able to finish through contact.
Outside Carter. It's hauled in by the Heat. Olynyk got his 5th rebound in this one. Ellington kicks to Dragic. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Now here's Ellington, defended by Carter. The shot by Ellington, no good. The Hawks leading by 3. The shot by Carter, nobody around. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And the call will be against Alex Len. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's his 4th foul, and we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
Outside Dragic. Johnson outside. Over Anderson. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Hawks lead by 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Dwayne, is defense where you're going to win this game?
Well, it is. You know, we got to get more stops, and when we get opportunities to get on transition, we got to look up and we got to get the ball up. I think right now we're getting rebounds and we're taking a break. We got to go, man. We got a very deep team. We got to use it. So second half, we're going to look to run a little more.
Yeah, walking it up isn't going to get it done against this team. Thanks, Dwayne. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They have a 5-point lead. Kenny, what's your take?
They were really efficient on offense. Shared the basketball well, great shot selection. That accounted for a high field goal percentage in the first half.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
They did some good things, but the defense could have been much better. They allowed too many open looks, allowed the other team to make over half his shots. Some of that is not getting enough pressure on the ball, not really contesting at the rim. They look good, but not good enough.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And we welcome you back with a look at such a terrific location here in the heart of downtown Atlanta. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Goran Dragic has been exceptional here, guys.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, you like to run more doubles at him, but the risk there is opens up things for everybody else.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Down low, it's Johnson and Whiteside. Wade and Richardson, the 2 wings. And it's Dragic in at the point. Whiteside, good.
The interior, this is where you want to get Whiteside the basketball.
There's the dish to Dedmon. Herter, he's guarded by Dragic. Herter, the teardrop falls in. 10 points for him.
The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
Dragic kicks to Wade. Now here's Dragic, not a lot of room. Back to Wade, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Hits it from three-point range.
A part of Bazemore's game that he continues to evolve, facilitating for others.
Pass to Richardson. Kicks to Wade. Over Prince. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
You know what? At some point, you have to decide. Do you keep pressing the issue, or do you focus on setting up others?
Count that one.
Just how they drew it up coming out of the half. 3 straight from the field. Dedmon, a solid all-around center, gives you solid production on both ends of the floor. Not a big name by any means, but coaches love to have him as an option on their roster.
The Hawks leading by 10. Herter, he's guarded by Dragic, and stolen by Whiteside. They need this, and Dragic lays it up and in. Dragic has got 16. And Dedmon, a player who has started to extend his range, Smitty, in recent seasons.
He is capable of hitting those threes on you. Not a surprise to see that from Dedmon, a player who has had to fight his way into the league, continues to improve every season. Even though that one didn't go down, I like the offensive game plan here. 3 for 4 coming out of the break.
Bazemore on the wing. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Kicks it out to Prince. Just 4 to shoot. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. The Heat trail by 8. Wade outside. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. And it's 6 points for Wade.
You know, he's never been one to settle. D-Wade will go right at you.
In the corner, Collins with it. It's stolen by Dragic. Wade against Bazemore. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the way up. Now just a 4-point Atlanta lead. Herter, he's guarded by Dragic. Pass to Dedmon. Now Bazemore. The Hawks again can't hit. Wade against Bazemore. Dwayne Wade again. 10 points for him.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Johnson against Bazemore. Dedmon passes to Prince. There's the pass to Bazemore. 5 to shoot. To stop the drought. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
On any given night, Kent Bazemore can impact the game a number of ways. His scoring coming to the forefront tonight.
Now here's Dragic. 16 points for him. The layup off target. The Hawks leading by 4. And here's Bazemore. There's the call on James Johnson. That's his first foul. Adebayo is checked in for James Johnson. On defense, Miami. Now Bazemore. 13 points in the game. Clock at 6. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the way up. Now it's a 6-point Hawks lead.
That's good interior D, but Kent Bazemore with great length, able to make the contested shot.
Here's Adebayo. Passes to Whiteside. Back to Adebayo. From deep, Richardson. The rebound by Prince. Fast break for Hawks. He feeds it to Collins. Kicks it out to Prince. Bazemore passes to Collins. It's deflected. Pass to Richardson. To the middle. Bazemore grabs the miss. And so Bazemore will bring it up for the Hawks. 6-point lead. Herter drops in the layup for 2. He's got 15.
This is a guy who knows how to orchestrate an offense. Terrific lead pass.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Dragic. The 9-footer's on the mark. Dragic has got 18 points.
That was good defense, but better offense by Goran Dragic, shooting with a hand in his face.
Well, the Hawks didn't have the best season a year ago, Smitty, but they did find some positives to build on.
Well, the Hawks, what they do have, they have good wing play. A lot of disruptive players who can force turnovers on the defensive end. There's been some great wings in Hawks history, and they have a few on this team right now.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
The Heat shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Justice Winslow comes in for Josh Richardson, and Ellington is subbed in for Dwayne Wade. And that one misses. Steve, obviously schemes evolve on both sides of the ball. Talk about some of the biggest changes that you have seen defensively since you were playing.
I think the one, Kevin, that sticks out right now, so many teams now are comfortable and are able to switch 1 through 5. You kind of switch 1 and 2s and 4 and 5s. Now you see point guards are switching on centers. And then I think also defensively right now, you see a lot of teams right now influencing guys to drive the basketball to their opposite hands. Back when we played, we kind of just played a guy straight up and then let the defense rotate, and you were in full rotation.
And Winslow pulls it down. The Heat trail by 4 from the arc. And Dragic with the basket on the assist by Winslow. 21 points for Goran Dragic.
Good rhythm from deep. Goran Dragic always more accurate when he's shooting under control.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And a moment now to see some numbers for Goran Dragic. He had a strong showing last season. Put up about 17 points a game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And no secret, he can score the ball. Number 1 on the team last year.
He loves being the go-to guy. You can see it in his swagger. And boy, he sure lit it up last season.
Now here's Dragic. 21 points in the game. For the lead. That shot no good. For Atlanta, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Now here is Carter. He kicks it to Len. Down low, Anderson passes to Carter. Over Ellington. Atlanta again missing.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
Herter, he's guarded by Dragic. And Anderson kicks to Carter. Trying to end the drought. That one, no good. And it's Miami the other way.
You know, on a pretty good night for these guys overall, his shooting has been the biggest weakness.
Here's Adebayo. Top of the key, Dragic. Pass to Ellington. Winslow against Anderson. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Winslow's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Atlanta's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Justice Winslow won a national title at Duke University. The 10th overall pick in 2015. He's a lockdown defender who can guard all 5 positions.
Tyler Dorsey's checked in for Atlanta. And Miami with a change here, too. Olynyk, he's checked in for Whiteside. And so it's Atlanta with it. They trail by 1. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. And back in 2015, Winslow the top vote getter for being the steal of the draft, but offensive struggles have held him back somewhat.
Still gaining confidence in his outside shot. But what he can do, he can handle, he can pass, and he's a great cutter. They're still confident he can put it all together.
One shot, gentlemen.
That's good from Carter. Steve, Hassan Whiteside, the Heat's top-paid player, but last season some contention between him and Coach Spoelstra.
Well, Whiteside, he wasn't happy with his minutes, but he's got to take a look at himself in the mirror. With the teams going small, he's got to dominate the paint to be a difference maker.
The Hawks have gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. And it's Miami with the rebound. Outside, Dragic. Shot clock at 6. Shot from the top of the key. And that one goes long. The Hawks leading. And Anderson kicks to Dorsey. Lays it up and banks it in. Dorsey's got 10 points in the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now here's Ellington. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Dorsey. Dorsey's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the left side wing. Anderson finds Len. Fires from deep. And it's Miami with the rebound. Olenek's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Dragic gets the bucket.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Dorsey passes to Anderson. Inside. Dorsey dishes to Len. Puts up a 3. And it's Carter missing. Miami trailing.
And a good opportunity here to go 2 for 1.
But you also want a decent shot if you can get it. That takes priority.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Miami shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
At the line for 2. Under 6.
That one drops. He ties it up.
A rare bad trade by the San Antonio Spurs. Dragic was their second-round pick in 2008. They traded his rights to the Suns for a player who didn't even make the roster.
Collins checked in for Atlanta. The Heat also with a sub. Johnson's checked in. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. The Hawks shooting around 40% in the third. Maybe settling for some less than ideal looks out there. Carter kicks to Len. Dishes to Dorsey. And that's a foul. It's called on Wayne Ellington. That's his first foul. .16 seconds left in the third. Collins passes to Dorsey. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Clock at 4. Here's Anderson. He can't get that one to fall. Goran Dragic firing on all cylinders for the Miami Heat. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Trust each other. Let's get that ball moving. Right? The ball moving. No holds. No holds. Right?
Well, moving the ball is so important to these coaches.
I mean, it helps make the offense run smoothly, Kevin. When you move the ball, more scoring opportunities open up.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Collins is out there with Anderson. And there's Carter. Then there's Len, and it's Dorsey in at the point guard position. So that's the Hawks 5. And so here is Miami after the basket by Atlanta. And it's Johnson penetrating, and he drops it in from the low post.
Yeah, James Johnson off the drive. Big, strong, but also very skilled.
Carter kicks to Len. Here's Dorsey. He's guarded by Dragic. Dorsey passes to Collins. Carter outside. Unloads from 13. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Now here's Dragic. He dishes it to Ellington. Olynyk in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. Anderson right side. And finished off by Anderson.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Ellington kicks to Olynyk. The dish to Dragic. Back to Olynyk. Outside Dragic for the 3. Len grabs the board. Len's got his 5th rebound in this one. The pass to Dorsey. Back to Anderson. Carter outside. It's over Ellington. And it's Carter missing.
You know, this is a time when you don't have to force anything. You're in command of this game.
And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. Josh Richardson's checked in for the Heat. Dwayne Wade comes in for Wayne Ellington. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on Lloyd Pierce talking with his team. With this game's still up for grabs, he told his team, hey, we're in position to take this one, guys. Let's stay focused and stay together, and we'll get it done. We'll see how it plays out, Kevin.
Miami with the ball, following the 3 by Atlanta. Olynyk finds Dragic. Johnson, a wide open look, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Hawks leading by 4. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Dragic. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter.
Serve and the defense there. He makes a terrific read.
And so Bazemore will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Herter, he's guarded by Dragic. Herter makes it off the glass. He's got 23.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
And he's doing it efficiently, taking makeable shots. That's led to a high percentage from the field.
Big shot. As soon as he got an opening, boy, did he let it fly.
He doesn't need a second invitation. If the D's going to give him that much room, he'll jump at the chance to take the hero shot.
And it's Dragic off the drive. No good that time. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Herter, he's guarded by Dragic. Drains the three-pointer.
He has really come into this second half on an absolute tear. Really impressive effort from him so far.
Stolen by Collins. Here's Bazemore in Atlanta again with the bucket.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants, keeps the ball moving.
The Heat trail by 10. Wade with it. Over Collins. Offensive rebound, Johnson. That one doesn't go. It's his 5th miss and 10 shots from the floor. Here's Bazemore. Doesn't go that time. Excellent D from Wade. To the middle. Here's Richardson. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson.
That's an excellent pass. On time, on target. Great teamwork.
The Hawks leading by 8. Herter. He's guarded by Dragic. Basket counts.
How about the quarter he's having? Tremendous execution on the offensive end, helping to further fuel this lead.
Timeout called, the Heat.
James Johnson, one of those do-everything guys you love to have. Brings in energy, physicality, and toughness.
The Hawks making a switch here. Kedman's checked in. Whiteside's checked in for Miami. Dragic the pass to Wade. Back to Dragic. Down low. That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Wade. And Smitty, I'd say that James Johnson, one of the better defensive players in the NBA.
Yeah, teams look for those strong physical wings who can guard multiple positions. He can defend all 5 positions and never afraid of contact.
Here's Bazemore, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Here's what the Atlanta Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Tuesday, they'll tip off a road trip in Charlotte where they'll take on the Hornets. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the New York Knicks.
And you know, for that Pistons game, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
The free throw dropped for Bazemore. Steve, more and more we're seeing NBA players speak out on societal issues. Do you think it's gone too far in any way, or do you think it should go even farther?
No, I think players should speak up. I think in all, all our 4 major sports, in any possible way, I think guys should get a chance to weigh in on what they feel individually. Freedom of speech, and I think our players is just like everybody else. You have freedom of speech. You should be allowed to speak up on issues. So much of this Hawks team is under the age of 25. They have a lot of room to grow as a unit and improve together. They'll have their ups and downs, but a lot of talent to build around here with the Hawks.
Kicks it to Dedmon. Hawks passing it around. Passes it to Bazemore. Herter, he's guarded by Dragic and taken away by Johnson. On up the court, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
And that's what you want to see more of from James Johnson, being authoritative at the rim.
And Smitty, with all young cores, the Hawks will have to be patient with this group.
Yeah, you can't add too much stress to this group too quickly. You saw how long it took the Sixers core to come together. Fortunately, I think the Hawks organization recognized that and will give them the time they need.
And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Miami Heat. From 12 feet out. Rebound, Atlanta. Collins has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Herter. Count the basket. 30 points in the game.
He's in control when it matters, giving them a tremendous advantage right here.
Dragic kicks to Wade. Inside, and stolen by Prince. Here's Bazemore. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Goran Dragic.
And the long arm and explosiveness of Bazemore make him a factor above the rim.
And looking at Prince's game, you know, he could be the ultimate complementary player. A good shooter, doesn't need a ton of touches, solid enough on defense, and is showing signs of improvement.
One shot.
And with Prince, his versatility between forward spots also is an asset to the team.
And when I called Prince a complimentary player, I didn't mean it as a slight. It just plays with an approach and style that fits well with any team and any leading scorer. Players like him tend to have a long, productive career in our league.
Now here's Dragic, just 5 on the clock. Here's Whiteside. Offline with his 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And finished off by Collins.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Wade finds Dragic. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. The Hawks leading by 15. Herter. Rejected by Dragic. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. And again, it's the Heat missing.
And you can see why the D is willing to just back off and really take their chances with his jump shot.
From deep, Prince. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Timeout called, the Heat. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kent Bazemore.
It's a take-charge brand of basketball he's been playing tonight. His point total tells you all you need to know about just how good he's been. And once he got going, their game plan really became simple. Just get him the ball.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play. And this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. Now here's Dragic. To the inside, stolen by Collins. And here's Bazemore. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul.
Pass to Dedmon. Now Collins. Shot clock at 6. Herter. He's guarded by Dragic. Well, we're always talking now about the modern super teams, whether they're a good thing or they're bad for the game. But the counter is that we've always had super teams at one time or another. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think we've always had super teams, Kevin. You look back at the Lakers with Magic and Kareem and Worthy. Those are kind of like a big three. And you look at the Celtics back in the day with McHale, Bird, Parrish, those guys. I think right now what you're looking at is we haven't seen where MVPs go join other MVPs. That's where it's been the change right now. Now you're seeing the super teams. That's why I think it's changed.
And the first one drops. Well, Heat fans, not the league's loudest, but they do show up.
They sell out the arena every night. They love their team, and it's a great place to play.
And he can't hit the second. The Heat trail by 19. He kicks to Wade. Inside, stolen by Collins. Herter, he's guarded by Dragic. Prince outside. Here's Collins. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Went to the fadeaway, didn't need to though. Probably cost him some points.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Hawks.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
Now, here's Bazemore following the miss by Hassan Whiteside. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Some guys, they just know how to get away with it, and some don't.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Olynyk, he's checked in for Johnson. Justice Winslow comes in for Richardson, and it's Dwight Bikes in for Goran Dragic. Now here's Winslow. Pass to Wade. To the middle. Here's Olynyk. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade.
He's had a handful of seasons in the top 10 in assists. Wade is a gifted passer.
29 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
First personal foul. Shooting for Atlanta, Kent Bazemore. 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And he sinks the second. 24 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Bikes dishes to Olynyk. Winslow against Carter. 13 feet away. And that one is off. Here's Dorsey. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.